Yo, it's Trivelli, I'm back, and today I'm telling you guys why the Miami Heat just revived a dead man walking in Dewayne Dedmon. I had to make the pun once, I won't do it again. Now, if you could, please smash that like, comment, and subscribe. I'm dropping videos Monday through Friday, never slacking. Now let's jump into the action. We just gotta get it. Here we go again. Just a week ago, we got 90-1 dislike to like ratio on why Ariza is such a good fit in Miami. And we're saying it again for Dewayne Dedmon. The Miami Heat have become a brand of basketball. They are a rehab for struggling but passionate athletes in the NBA. Spoelstra and Riley, they have a way of bringing out the best of any player in the NBA over the last 8 years, making the best of nothing in the post-LeBron era. I'm not saying they haven't done it over the last 30, but in the last 8 years, losing LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, but staying relevant in the Eastern Conference with a bunch of all-star studded teams is incredible. I'm just going to name some of the players Erik Spoelstra had to work with over the last 8 years to get to where they are now. Tyler Johnson came from the D-League, was a no-name player coming in. James Johnson had bounced around the league like a pinball. Hassan Whiteside was playing overseas. Kendrick Nunn was playing in the D-League. Duncan Robinson was a D3 and D-League athlete. Jimmy Butler was unhappy everywhere he went, but very talented. Trevor Ariza basically was ready to retire, and now Dewayne Dedmon, and not to mention some of the other guys Spoelstra had to start over the years. Might I say Okara White, Luke Babbitt. Real fans will remember that, and I'm just gonna leave that right there. But if you guys remember, all these guys that I just said were pretty much struggling at the low points of their career, and Spoelstra and Riley were able to rally them and make the Miami Heat a competitive team using these players. Now let's jump into the Dewayne Dedmon dead man walking experience. Sorry I had to do it one more time, because this really is like The Walking Dead. The guy was basically wandering the NBA like an NBA zombie around some of the worst teams in the league for the last 5 years, from Orlando in 2014 to 16 to the Atlanta Hawks, mixing in some of the D-League Santa Cruz type of stuff in there as well. But now, when the Heat traded Olynyk and Myers Leonard and now have no bigs other than Bam and a young Precious Achiuwa that's not ready, they made the move to acquire Dewayne Dedmon for dirt cheap. I'm talking 2.9 mil. The Heat got Ariza as well for the low, and now both are playing absolutely bonkers for the Miami Heat. But let's focus on Dedmon. We can go into the stats for a second, and they show the guy's only getting 13.5 minutes per game. If you look at the average backup in the NBA, they're all getting at least 15 minutes to 16, maybe 17, and sometimes if it's some of those teams where they just split even time, they're getting 20 minutes a game. This guy's only getting 13.4 minutes per game, but he's making the most out of it, averaging 74% from the field, 8.4 points per game, 6 rebounds a game, 0.6 blocks and steals. Might I add that he is going 88% from the free throw line. He's had games of 18, 14, 12, and a double-double in just 15 minutes. Honestly, I'm very impressed with Dewayne Dedmon, and something else that you want to take a look at is his PER is literally 29.93. If you bring up the PER on the Miami Heat, the best one on the team is Dewayne Dedmon. He has forced Spoelstra to play him 13 minutes a game because he's averaging almost 30 PER a game, which is 3 more than Jimmy Butler and 8 more than Bam Adebayo. I mean, it's ridiculous what Erik Spoelstra and Pat Riley were able to do and how they've made this guy fit into their scheme. I think he's big time for the Heat going down the stretch because he's the type of player that the Heat needed to guard these bigs that Bam can't. If Bam is working on a versatile power forward like Anthony Davis, you're still going to need someone that's going to be able to pick up Andre Drummond and or a big time center that's coming off of the bench. I just think that Precious Achiuwa is too young. He's not there yet. And this was a big time move that has really helped the Miami Heat and hasn't hurt the salary cap at all. So I think the goal for the Miami Heat right now with Dewayne Dedmon is to bring him back next year for the very minimum that they can without really hurting the guy's ego at all. You got to give him somewhere between 3 and 4 million to come back next year, and I think you're going to get the most out of a really good backup center that will also take the pressure off of someone like Precious Achiuwa to play in the rotation at such a young age when he's really not ready to go yet. I think this will be a big time move for the maturity and growth of Precious Achiuwa, as well as a rebirth for Dewayne Dedmon, where his stock is going to rise, and then within a few years the Heat can actually get good money for him. So this could really work out out well for both parties. So I'm really happy with the Dewayne Dedmon dead man walking experience, if you will. Please hit the like button, please comment and subscribe. I'm dropping videos Monday through Friday. I'll be back with some content later this week, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.
We just gotta get, I'm living life like this. Maybe give a little glimpse, maybe give a little glimpse. She wanna do a little